Okay, I'm loading into round number 3. I'm currently 2-0, and this game is against Corrupt with a K. So you know he's like super edgy. My if I had 2 Warhound cursors, I would seriously consider twin strengthening them, but I just have this dog and the Cloud Cleaver Titan, so I'll play the Cloud Cleaver Titan over here, and hopefully he doesn't have a Gnarly Symbiote, because that would suck. I do that a lot when I play against these Tempest decks. You just jam your Gnarly Symbiotes in front of their dogs, that's free regen. Okay, so what I should have put the dog like in the middle lane or something like that. I'm gonna put the Gem Hide Ravager in the center lane or in the second lane, depending on how he blocks this dog. And then I have to decide between Volcano Giant or Warhound Raider. Volcano Giant does a little more damage. It's a little smaller at rank 3, a little bigger at rank 2. This doesn't do anything. I can just move it out of the way. And there's no Grapple Vine in the format. Grapple Vine's and he plays a Ruthless Wanderer. Okay, so my opponent's one of those guys who only played bad cards in turn 1, I guess. I don't want to make too many assumptions. We'll see how the game plays out first. So I'm gonna move my guy over here, then play Gem Hide Ravager over here, and we'll play Volcano Giant way over here. So one thing I could say about Warhound leveling the Raider is that I do have 2 of them in my deck. So do I have 2? No, I only have 1. Okay, never mind. The last draft I did, I had 2 of them, so I keep thinking that I have 2. It's a lot. If I had 2 of them, I think it would have been slightly better to level the Warhound Raider, because you can enable raid much easier, and it's just better to have a hasty 9/10 rather than a non-hasty 10/10. Okay, so I kill this. He does drain me for 4, but yeah, who cares? That barely does anything. This card is so small. Okay, dude, I can move my creatures out of the way. I mean, I understand he's forcing me to move, but he could just play big creatures instead of like Blightwalkers. What am I gonna play here? I think I'll move my Cloud Cleaver Titan in front of this Oxen Spitter because it's already taken 6 damage. If I take 7 damage, it means it's taken 13 damage on a level 1 card, which is pretty good. Go to combat. I attacked with 3 creatures this turn, so I'm gonna play Mongosaur and I guess Flamestoke Shaman. Flamestoke Shaman has impressed me. I like it a little more than Aether-type Shaman. It's got a lot more power at rank 2 too. Helps me enable the nut draws. So this card doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, it's just a 10-6, 14-10. It's actually the opposite of the Necreum one, which is kind of interesting, but it makes this card a lot better because it's always better to have more. If your stats are going to be bad, it's always better to have more attack than health, because you don't want your best stat to be health and your card is just bad. Like that's not good. Like look at Bramblewood Guardian. It's a 2/9. It levels up into a 6/13 and a 12/24. Ooh, that's a good card. A legendary even. Probably gonna play Springdried Stygian Lotus. I have a really good Stygian Lotus here. I have no idea where I'm putting the Springdriad yet. Probably in front of the Bride of Frankenbaum. And I'll give it haste so I can deal damage with the Mongosaur. I think Haste Dryad is the worthiest to play right now. Because I can just kill his Bride, he can't use it to Grave Pact or anything like that. And I get extra damage with the Mongosaur this way. There is some merit to be like saving the Springdriad, but I don't want him to pump his like Bride of Frankenbaum and kill my Springdriad anyway. I'd rather force him to deal with it. So Cloud Cleaver Titan, Ash Maiden are likely going to be my choices this turn. I'm assuming he blocks both of these creatures right here, the Springdriad and the Flamestoke Shaman. Ooh, he blocks all of them. That's a pretty good block. So if he comes back with the Mongosaur here to block the Mongosaur, that would be pretty nice. That'd be a good turn. Starting the thunderstorm outside, or I hear the thunder rolling. So this might be my last game of Soulforge until tomorrow, because the internet has not exactly been super stable currently. Now I could block with the Cloud Cleaver Titan to kill it as the Blightwalker for free, but you know it's only doing 1 damage a turn to me, and I'd rather keep the Blightwalker's or the Cloud Cleaver Titan's stats and positioning in the center lane. Like if you put a creature with mobility 2 in the center lane, it can reach every lane the next turn, which gives you so much flexibility. Whereas if I were to put it in front of the Blightwalker, I could only reach 3 of the lanes instead of 5 of them. Okay, I don't know why he's frozen on his second attack. Maybe he had the thunderstorm and his internet went out. It's possible. I'm guessing he's going to block the Mongosaur. Maybe he doesn't realize he has a play left because he just played 3 Stygian Lotuses, sort of. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to pause here and wait for my opponent to come back and play with me. Hopefully it's not like that Berserk draft where like my first 4 opponents just like disconnected and stuff. And then I just got crushed the next 2. It's super demoralizing. But I'll see y'all guys in a couple seconds when I unpause. Okay, so it looks like he did play the Abyssal Brute post-combat, which is, I guess, not that strange. Now I definitely don't want to block the Blightwalker, because he'll have to replace it if he wants to make... No, he can't use his Abyssal Brute. It's dying this turn. So what I want to do is play Cloud Cleaver Titan. It's honestly probably better to play Aether-Tap Shaman rather than Ash Maiden. But the allure of a +1/+1 Cloud Cleaver Titan is just so much... I'll just play responsibly and play the Aether-Tap Shaman. We'll play it in the Mongo lane so that my guy has more room to move. Like if I move the Cloud Cleaver Titan, my Aether-Tap Shaman can hit 3 lanes. Whereas if I put him here, I'm not going to move in front of the Blightwalker, so it can only hit one other lane, so 2 lanes. This is a really good hand. Unfortunately, I would have liked to draw one of these level 2s next turn. But I'm probably going to play Gemhide Ravager and Flamestoke Shaman. I'm not playing Spring Dryad because it's a card that, while good, my deck isn't really well suited to making it the best it can be. Like, I have a Stygian Lotus, but I don't have anything else, really. Like, I have a dog. I don't have any Grove Matriarchs. I've just got a Stygian Lotus. So the Spring Dryad is just going to be an average creature. He can deal with it pretty easily. He's got a leveled Blightwalker, which is Spring Dryad's worst nightmare. So what I want to do is just play my Gemhide Ravager and my Flamestoke Shaman, and I'll be happy with that. He plays another Stygian Lotus. Hopefully he misses on it. That would be really nice. He did miss on it. Whew, look at the justice. What I'm going to do is attack the Stygian Lotus, move it, attack the Stygian Lotus. This just uses my creature to the utmost effectiveness. Because while I could use the Ravager to take off a Stygian Lotus, it would put 2 of my creatures at really low health. Whereas this one cleans up both of his guys, and it leaves my Gemhide Ravager at really high health, which is ideal. And I'll put the Flamestoke Shaman in front of the Abyssal Brute just to kill it. Because I don't think I have anything else that deals with it other than that Volcano Giant. I have a Volcano Giant and a Mongosaur. I still think it's worth it to block the Abyssal Brute. This card's super annoying. I don't want it. I don't want to kill the other card and then have to deal with the Abyssal Brute again. Like if I don't draw Volcano Giant or Mongosaur, it would be super annoying. I'm one creature away from raid. I could have moved my Cloud Cleaver Titan in front of the Blightwalker. That actually would have been a little better. Because then I get 8 damage on whatever card he plays with the Abyssal Brute rather than just trading it for a Stygian Lotus, for half a Stygian Lotus. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have moved the Cloud Cleaver Titan over to the Blightwalker post-combat. So when he replaces his creature, I'll deal 8 damage to whatever he regions, and I can put a level 1 creature in front of it without having to risk anything. Whereas now, I'm probably going to end up playing Blizzard Shaman Volcano Giant. Those are the best cards in my hand. And the Blizzard Shaman is a little unreliable because his board is going to be decent and mine is going to be not that good. Like if I move if he plays a card here and I Blizzard Shaman block it, and then he plays another card here, maybe my Aether-Tap Shaman runs in front of another creature. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. When you have so many creatures on the board, it's so hard to control what Blizzard Shaman does. It's still a good card, especially if you only have one creature on the board. And it's huge at ranks 1 and 2, which really helps it out. But it's a little risky. You have to plan around it. My opponent again is having some troubles, so I'm just gonna pause the video again, and I'll see y'all in a couple seconds. Okay, so he played a Tuscan Grovekeeper and a Disciple of Yorick, which just kind of clears the board. It doesn't really do a whole lot else. I'm gonna play Blizzard Shaman in this offlane over here, which will move my my Gemhide Ravager way over here, and then I'll play Volcano Giant to block his 1/1. We'll go to battle. I'm not going to move the Gemhide Ravager to block his 9/7 because I can kill that with any number of level 1 creatures, such as I didn't draw any. But you're just going to have to trust me. I totally could have dealt with it. The reason I'd rather like having aggressive threats. So this is attacking, which means if he doesn't block it, it'll do damage to him. And if he doesn't have a creature big enough to kill it, it'll heal me, it'll damage him. It's quite good. If he does have a creature big enough to block it, that's fine, that's good. It dies, I trade creatures, it's fine. But if I block it over here, that means I'm trading this card's not worth damaging my creature for. It's only a 9/7. I'm at 103. And if I block this creature, that means his next level 1 creature, because this card will only have 3 health or 1 health if I block the Disciple of Yorick, which means his next creature, even if it's a sapling or a bee from Stinging Invocation, it's going to kill my Ravager. There's just no two ways about that. So I would rather get damage on a large creature or a better level 2 creature, or kill 2 level 1 creatures, than trade my Ravager for this bad card and then a bad level 1 card. It's just how you leverage your plays. I don't know if I'm explaining it as well as I could be. I just value the damage push more. Like, I'm pushing damage and gaining life equal to his Disciple, so there's no point in me blocking it. Like, what is it doing? It's not threatening any of my creatures. Dejin Sludge is a super good card. I'm probably going to block it with Mongosaur now, and then play the the Flamestoke Shaman in front of the Dejin Sludge. Or I could just play Flames. Okay, here's plan B. Ready? He's got a level 3 Abyssal Brute, so I'm gonna play Mongosaur, block it here. I don't want to take 9 when I don't really have a lot of good threats. It's actually 18 at this point, because I would take it this turn and next turn. Then we'll play Sharkclaw Crusher here. I'll take 10 from this guy. And then next turn, hopefully play something big on Sharkclaw Crusher, but if I don't draw anything good, I can always jam a bad card under the Dejin Sludge. Okay, show me something good. I've got Blizzard Shaman and Warhound Raider as my largest cards. So Blizzard Shaman will help me move my damaged Mongosaur to help kill... the Sockstone Spitter actually cleans up my Volcano Giant. That's interesting. I can hopefully move my Mongosaur away to kill his Dejin Sludge instead of this Blightwalker. It's actually guaranteed to move Mongosaur if I replace the Blizzard Shaman. I don't know if I want to do that though. Actually, you know, if I move the Mongosaur in one of these empty lanes, that would be super good for me. So let's try to do that. But if I block the Dejin Sludge, it's not the end of the world. It's just not nearly as good as it could be. And I'll play the Sharkclaw Crusher so I can make another big creature. Instead of playing out just a 5/6. Gemhide Ravager is really good here. I can kill the Blightwalker, then make a huge Aether-Tap Shaman. Because having 2 big creatures is much better than just having one really big one. Like, I could play the Gemhide Ravager on top of the Sharkclaw Crusher and make it a 20/21. But if he has this level... actually, level 3 Blightwalker doesn't do anything because I can just move it away. But... this forces him to deal 2 different creatures of mine rather than just one creature. It's a lot easier to kill 1 creature than 2 creatures. Stygian Lotus, any hit. Okay, that's pretty good. Lets him kill my Blizzard Shaman way easier, and the Aether-Tap Shaman as well. Honestly, because I'm still doing the Aether-type Shaman play. There's no reason not to. I'd rather keep an Aether-type Shaman alive and kill a Stygian Lotus than trade my Aether-type Shaman for a 10-7. Looks like Mongosaur is going to be blocking this Patron, and I might Twin Strength or I might play Shark for sure. I haven't decided yet. Alternatively, Mongosaur can block or take the place of Aether-type Shaman or Blizzard Shaman, and just be an aggressive or be an offensive 15-15. And Shard Claw Crusher can block one of these cards, maybe the 10-7. This card looks so weird at rank 2 and 3. Like in rank 1, it's just a flower. At rank 2 and 3, it's like some man-eating lily. I guess it's a lotus, not a lily. Whatever. I'm not a flower professional. There is merit to playing Twin Strength, though. My opponent's taking so much time. If I Twin Strength, I can move the Aether-type Shaman to block the... Okay, so he's probably going to replace one of his side lane cards. Unless he's just throwing an Abyssal Brew under the bus and not getting value out of it. Okay, he is actually doing that. I don't care about this Herd Mother. Even if it does get +3/+3, it's only an 8/8. I would rather get in for 15 and then nullify most of the damage he's dealing to me. This is actually 29 here. So what I can do is Mongosaur blocks this 8/7, and then I trade the Crusher for the Patron. I would rather do that than pump up the Mongosaur by 8. Because he's so low. I've got 2 really good level 3 creatures and a Warhound Cursor, which is probably not going to accomplish a whole lot. What I'm likely going to be doing here is Cloud Cleaver Titan in front of the Herd Mother. Hopefully he doesn't play Blightwalker in front of my Gemhide Ravager. That would not be good for me. So he's got a Shimmerfang Serpent. That doesn't even kill my Gemhide Ravager. He has to pump it or block it again. I don't know. This gains him 4 life? 3 life. Okay. That means he's taking 30 damage plus the 10 I'm going to deal with him for a raid. So he's actually dead here. Yep, that's 30 damage. Right, I'm attacking with 3 creatures. So I just attack here, play my 2 cards, and pass the turn. And he dies from my raid trigger. I even get to see the little level up animation before he dies. There we go. Didn't get to see my new hand. It's weird how the end of turn triggers resolve. That's what, 3-0, I think? That game felt so long. Okay, 3-0 with the Unbreak deck, let's say. And I'll see y'all for the next game.